Hey guys, Candace here with Book Reviews by Candace, and sorry I haven't made a video in so long. I made like a video saying I was going to start recording again, and then things got crazy and I just haven't had time, and I also haven't been reading. It was really weird. I just didn't want to read no matter what the book was. I just hated it, but I just recently started getting back into reading again and stuff like that, so thought I'd do a book haul for you. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I also got out of the shower. My hair's a mess, so just ignore that. But anyway, let's get started. These are all the books I have. So, kind of a lot. So, we'll get started. But these are from Goodwill and Dollar Store. Because like I said before, our Goodwill is really, really nice. And a lot of the books look like unused, like this one. The spine isn't cracked or anything, and it looks like it's unread or whatever. So, anyway, let's get started. This one I got from a friend a week ago, and I'm actually reading it right now. So, it's Homefront by Kristin Hannah, and I love this cover, the beach scene and everything like that. And so this is a book. I'm a military wife, if you haven't already watched the other videos. My husband's in the Navy, but this is about a woman who is in the Army, and she's in the reserve because she's about 40. She's been in the Army her whole life, and she's now in the reserve, and so she's like retired in a sense, but she's very committed to the Army. She loves to fight for her country and everything like that, and she's a pilot. And but her husband is completely 100% against the Navy. She comes home and she wants to tell him about her job, and he's like, nope, don't want to hear it. If it has to do with the military, don't want to hear it. And he's just very mean and he barely talks to her. He's a lawyer, and so he's gone a lot of the time, which is understanding, but he also doesn't try to come home and doesn't try to be there for his family. And September 11th happened, and they needed, the military needed all the help they could get, so they started calling in reserves, and they call his wife in, who, her name is Jolene. Jolene is the wife, Michael is the husband, and they have 2 kids, Betsy and Lulu. And the daughters are, Betsy is 12, and Lulu is like 5. And, so they, the reserve, they call her and they say, okay, we need you to come to Iraq right away. And she can't say no. And the husband is just, you're going to leave me here with our kids? What do I do? How do I take care of them? And it's like, you're their dad, take care of them. But he just, he gets on my nerves. But I'm about halfway through, and it's amazing. So in the beginning, I could not read it. I was like, this is a good book, and I know that it's supposed to show that some husbands are against the military, but I couldn't read it with Michael. He was just a dick. But, I mean, if you get past that, maybe after page like 20, I was so hooked. And I was like, this book is amazing, and it's such a roller coaster. I mean, you cry, you laugh. I'm not a crier at all. I don't cry. But this book just brings up a lot of feelings and stuff like that, so it's amazing. So, Kristin Hannah, Homefront. I'll probably do a review in the next couple days. But that's that one. And I don't know if I showed you guys this one. I got it a while ago. Here, I think. But it's called Knife Music by David Carnoy. And all I know about it is that it's about this doctor who, he has this patient come in, and I think he operates on her, and he operates on her, and he kind of gets to know her, and then she dies mysteriously, and he's the number 1 suspect somehow. That's all I got from the little description. So I know that's a horrible, horrible synopsis. I'm sorry. And then this one I got from the Dollar Store. Among the Missing by Richard Lehman or something. But it's about a wife who leaves her husband in the middle of the night to go see her lover, and when she gets there, he's waiting for her, and he suggests they go to a romantic spot called The Bend in California, and it says, but there will be no love tonight. In the morning, a naked body will be found at The Bend, a body missing more than its clothes, and the man will be waiting for someone else. So it seems like he's a serial killer. I'm not really sure, but that's that. And then this one I got at the dollar store too. It's called Weddings from Hell. And it's just a bunch of, like, it says different authors right here. And they just come up with stories that are, like, about 100 pages long is the table of contents. And it's just different stories about paranormal weddings and stuff like that, where vampires come and stuff like that. So it sounds kind of interesting. And then these I got from Goodwill as well. House Rules by Jodi Picoult. And this book is about I don't know how old he is. He looks like a young boy, obviously, like 8 or 9. But he has Asperger's, or he's a teen with Asperger's. And he's very antisocial, and he doesn't know how to act in social situations. But he's very smart in other ways. And so he has a police scanner in his room. I guess his special focus in school is forensic analysis. And he has a police scanner in his room. And he sees crime scenes, and he shows up and tells the cops what to do. And so they always call on him because he's right. And his hometown, which is a small hometown, there's a terrible murder. And the cops come to him. And the way he acts, people with Asperger's, if you're talking to them like this, they look like this, and they don't talk to you, and they don't make eye contact, and they're very, like, awkward in a sense. And I guess when they start questioning him, it seems like guilty. It seems like guilt because of the way he acts and stuff like that, but it's because he has Asperger's. And so he becomes the number one suspect. And so it kind of goes to that. It's a really long book, and the font is small, and it's about 500 pages. So yeah, sounds really interesting. And Jodi Picoult is amazing. But and then this is Atonement by Ian McEwan, and this is also a movie with Keira Knightley. But this is it's based in 1935, and this 13-year-old girl sees a flirtation between her older sister and the son of a servant. And because she's 13, she doesn't understand. It says, her incomplete grasp of adult motives and her precocious imagination bring about a crime that will change all of their lives. So she wrongingly accuses the boy of something. I'm not quite sure, but it's a movie, and I'm excited to watch it. So, then there's this one, James Patterson, Sundays at Tiffany's, and this is about it says, what if your imaginary friend from childhood was your one true love? And so it's about a girl that when she is just younger, her mom is a Broadway producer, so she doesn't really make time for her. And so she has this imaginary friend, and she talks to him, but when she turns 9, he leaves and says, you need to start making your own friends, but he promises to return. And then years later, when she's in her 30s, she meets a man named Michael, and that was her imaginary friend's name, and he is a lot like her friend. So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of short, and the font's kind of big. It's about like 300 pages, but the font's kind of big, so large. And Oxygen by Carol Castle. And this is about an anesthesiologist at the height of her profession, and she works at a top Seattle hospital, but a child's death on the operating table forces Marie to explain the nightmarish disaster and face the resulting malpractice suit. And so it just goes from there. She has to defend herself. This one is Love You More by Lisa Gardner, and I've been really looking forward to this one. It's a typical Lisa Gardner book, if you've heard. It's a murder mystery about I think the catchphrase is, how far would a mother go to save her child? So there's that one. And this one is also a movie that I'm sure we're all familiar with, Schindler's List by Thomas Kennioli. And this is just about the Holocaust and a man, Oscar Schindler, who is I think he's a Nazi. He works for Hitler, but he ends up saving a bunch of the Jewish population from everything that went on in that period. So it's kind of long, and this font is kind of small. So, and then finally we have Another Thing to Fall by Laura Lippman. I love that cover, but I don't know what this is about. It's based in California, so I'm really excited. And Laura Lippman also wrote What the Dead Know, and that one was, I haven't read that one either, but it sounds really interesting, so I saw this and had to grab it. But, yeah, so right now I have all these books to read, and I have a couple that I need to do reviews for, but I will get on that, and yeah, I will let you know what's going on in the next video, and I'll probably be doing a few more videos today, so if I look like I'm wearing the same thing, that's why. So anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys all, thank you for subscribing and staying subscribed even though I hardly make videos. I appreciate that. And I'm just past 100. I'm not sure how many subscribers I have, but I'm thinking of doing a giveaway. I'm not sure if I'll have the time and everything, but let me know what kind of giveaway you'd like, I guess, like what kind of prizes. And yeah, so let me know. Thanks. Happy reading.